Hi, Mew. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Stellara, and this is our first holiday video of the year. I am so excited to start decorating my home for Christmas, and I hope that you are too. So for this first video, I decided that I wanted to explore different kinds of wreaths and kind of reinvent the normal holiday trope of the green ring with the red bows and bells wrapped around it. So if you were looking for a more traditional wreath tutorial, this is probably not the video for you. But if you were looking for something a little bit more unique and different, something maybe a little more modern, then just keep watching. Starting off with the simplest wreath, all you really need to recreate this DIY is a long floral or branch from the craft store and some jute, yarn, or ribbon to hang it from. Optionally, you could choose to hang crystals or ornaments from the wreath. I picked up this stem because 1, it was on sale, and 2, I really liked the minimal wintry look of it. The droopiness of the branch paired with the relatively heavy flocking just makes it look like the branch is heavy with snow. Creating this wreath couldn't be simpler. Just play with the branch a bit to determine how long you want it, and then find one of those indented points on the stem and twist back and forth to snap off the extra bits. Then cut a length of jute that is at least 2/3 the length of your total stem. Tie the jute to the stem side of the branch. I tied mine right where it started to branch off because I liked the way it looked there, and I felt like it helped the whole thing feel better balanced when I hung it on the wall. Then tie the other end of the jute to the leafy side of the branch about 1/3 from the end. When you're happy with your jute placement, you can cut off the extra dangly bits. At this point, you could choose to hang your wreath as is or dress it up a bit. I grabbed these chandelier crystals off Amazon, but honestly, you can usually find these things at your local thrift shop for next to nothing. These crystals came with their own hangers that you can fold over the branch, but white thread or wire would work great too. Additionally, I thought about hanging this ornament that I made from a bit that fell off the branch, but I decided that I liked it better by keeping it minimal. And here's how it turned out. I love how this reminds me of branches that are drooping under the weight of freshly fallen snow, and the crystals remind me of icicles dripping from the ends. Best of all, this wreath can be recreated in just a few minutes and only costs a couple of bucks. To create this wreath, start off with a round metal ring. This is a macrame ring that I got from Michael's, but you could also use one of those vine rings or an embroidery hoop from the dollar store to get a similar look. First, gather your ring of choice and a few branches or florals that match your home's Christmas color palette and play with them a bit until you find a design that strikes your fancy. I decided on a symmetrical look with branches coming up from either side and this large blue poinsettia in the center. Once you decide on your design, go ahead and attach them to the ring using some wire. Honestly, using hot glue probably would have been easier, but your girl is cheap, and I wanted to be able to reuse this large ring for projects in the spring, so I decided to just struggle with the wire instead. And honestly, it wasn't that bad, but since I was trying to keep everything facing the camera, it got a little awkward. So if you do this at home, I recommend flipping this whole deal over before adding the wire so you can actually see what you're doing. #pro tips. Once your main stem is attached, pick your wreath up and check for droopy danglers and secure those to the ring as well. Now it's time to cover this mess in the center. If like me, you're committed to working with wire, then a good idea is to flip that sucker over and run the wire between the middle and bottom layers of the petals. This secures the wire better while still hiding it from view in the front. When you're done, just hang it on the wall using a nail or 3M hook. Even though this wreath is pretty minimal, I think it's my favorite because it still manages to capture some of the magic of branches shimmering with snow on Christmas morning without being too in your face or distracting from the rest of your decorations. Plus, anything with a nice pop of color gets a thumbs up from me. Finally, we have this rustic boho glam wreath. This is probably the furthest away from traditional holiday decor that we have, but that's what I love about it because it's so unique. And I'm sure for some of you boho crystal lovers, this is probably the holiday inspiration you've been looking for. First, start off by grabbing a branch. I got this birch piece from Michael's, but your backyard or neighborhood should have them in stock too. Next, grab another floral or branch piece, and if you'd like to spruce it up a bit, see what I did there? Spruce it up? Dad jokes. To spruce up mine, I added a few of these white and champagne-colored floral accents to either side of the sprig and then placed one red flower over the center to hide the wire and fill out the center a bit. And no boho rustic glam wreath would be complete without crystal beads. So grab some silver thread and thread it through right through one of the crystal beads. I ended up using 4 different colors of crystal, 2 different blues, a quartz, and a hematite gray one. Thread however many crystals you'd like, making sure to leave plenty of extra thread so you can adjust their length later, and then place everything below your branch to determine how you want everything to hang. I decided on a standard V shape with the tree sprig in the center and alternating blue and neutral crystals spaced evenly to either side. Once you know where everything goes, just tie your threads around the branch, I'd recommend going just a little bit longer than you think you'll need because chances are both sides won't line up on your first try and you want room to adjust the thread once you hang it. When you're happy with how everything hangs, cut off the extra thread, rotate the knots so that they're hidden behind the branch, and tie a piece of jute, yarn, or ribbon to either side of the branch to hang it from. I know this doesn't count as a holiday wreath for everyone, but I'm a firm believer that it's okay to make your own traditions and decorate your home however makes you happy for the holidays. So while this unique wreath idea certainly won't work for everyone, I'm hoping that for some of you, this is just the inspiration you were looking for to spark your holiday decorating spirit. If you guys like this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you were able to find some inspiration for unique and different ways to help kind of customize your home for your personal holiday tastes. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you are. Do all the things, comment below. All that interaction, all that engagement really does help other folks. I mean you. All that interaction really does help other people find the video, and so I really appreciate it when you like, share, comment. So thank you very much. I heart you guys, and I'll see you later.